Good morning. Welcome to Stretch and Relax. The most important class of the week, as it says with a little winky face. Probably not the most important, but up there as one of the nearly most important classes of the week. Okay, let's get onto the mat then today and get those muscles realigned, stretch back out again and unwind. As it says, it's optional if you want to stop for the relaxation. You don't have to, okay? That part is optional. Be good if you could. Okay, we're going to come onto the floor to start with. You'll just come down onto your hands and knees for me. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now I want you to just swing your bottom towards me and then to the back of the room. So stretching isn't always about trying to lengthen out the muscles, sometimes it's about mobility as well. So just mobilise the hips, loosen them off, swing side to side. And then I want you to draw circles with the hips, and also don't keep the upper body still, move with the shoulders, circling round. And then stop and circle the other way. And then stop in the middle. Lift your bum up in the air. Make sure those knees are under the hips. And then cat stretch, opposites. We lift and stretch, straighten the arms, bring your head down, pull your tummy in, straightening those arms so you always feel your arms touching the side of your head, and then release again, lift the bottom up, eye gaze forward to the end of the mat, or you can look straight ahead or even up to the ceiling if you want to. I'm wagging my tail. Are you wagging your tail? You don't have to. And then keep it still, coming into cat, roll through the back, articulating through the spine, one vertebra at a time, stretch out that back. Bring it into flexion, and then into extension, so just allow the tummy to drop. You don't have to drop too far, stick your bottom up, bring the shoulders down away from the ears, and roll up again into cat. And release one last time. Now this time I want you to tuck your toes. Exhale, push through the hands, lift the hips. We're going to go into a downward dog. Press the heels towards the floor. Bring your feet in a little closer if you want to. So it's going to give you a good stretch for your hamstrings. Look to your knees. And then push one heel to the floor, stretch out the calf. Try and keep both arms equally straight, and then alternate and press the other heel to the floor. I want you to lift your bottom up in the air. You feel it all the way down the back of your leg, and then switch sides. Try and get your chest to your thigh on your bent leg, and then switch again. Really press into the heels so you feel it down the back of that leg. Both arms straight. We'll do one more each side. Lift the back side. Press that heel really deep into the floor. You can feel the difference when you do that, and then change. Just put your foot down, but then really bear down into that heel and feel the difference. Both heels go towards the floor and draw the leg nearest me up into a three-legged dog. Try to let your hips roll outwards, just roll them round. Push the heel into the floor and up to the ceiling so you get a deep stretch of your hamstring. And then I want you to fold at the knee and bring your toe to the opposite shoulder. Keep the shoulders square so they're not rotating either. and lift that knee high up in the air. Keep lifting, keep stretching. Really push that heel into the floor now. Feel it right up the back of your hamstring. Feel that openness in the hip. Lift the knee. Relax those toes over. Keep both arms straight. Now elevate the heel and bring the weight forward. Bring the knee forward. Drop to the knee if you need to. Then bring that knee in between your hands. Back leg is straight. Relax it on the floor. If you find this move too difficult, bring your back knee into a 90 angle and bring your front knee out to 90. Push your hands into the floor. Straighten the arms, look straight ahead and pull your shoulders down away from your ears. You want to push that back hip towards your heel and rotate the hips so they're square. And this bum cheek should be slightly lifted in the air, and that's going to give it a deep stretch. So not only are we stretching our hips on one side, but the glutes on the other. Keep wriggling those toes back further. Keep pulling that back hip around and squaring off the body. And then walk the hands forwards to the floor. Feel that stretch deepening. Take the arms straight. Try and lengthen, drawing that chest forwards. Again, breathe in. Wriggle the fingers forwards and pull yourself along the floor, but don't let your toes be dragged along the floor. So you want to imagine you're pulling your fingers forwards and your toes backwards. Lengthen out that body. And then slowly walk back up. We're going to turn behind us. You can sit the weight onto the bum cheek and then reach back and pull your heel towards your bottom. So you get a stretch through your quad and also through your hip. Try and get the heel right up to meet the bottom. Now you can stay in this position or start to lift your bottom off the floor and roll your hips square. Bring the hand forward of the shin to help you balance. Try and keep that heel pulled in towards the bottom. Push that knee back along the mat. If you want more, we're going to tuck the foot into the hook of the elbow and then reach the arm up and over. So pick any of those moves and then release. Hands outside of the knee, tuck your toe in that back leg, lift the hips up and come back to your downward dog. So this time, slowly lift your back leg into your three-legged dog. Push from heel on the floor to heel to ceiling, opening up through the hip, arms straight by the head. And then bend the knee on that top leg and relax the toes over towards the opposite shoulder. Try and lift that knee high without twisting your hips to the side. So just look, try and square them to the floor and the shoulders. Both arms straight, remember. And push through that heel, elevate the knee. Try and straighten that leg completely that's on the floor. breathe in, and then push deeper into the floor, stretch that leg more and lift the knee. Lift the heel off, bring that knee forward. You can bring the knee down to the floor if you need to on the way down. And relax the back leg. 90-90 is that option instead, remember. Lift the head up, hands in front. Push through the hands. Even come onto the fingers if you want to, rather than leaning forwards into the hands. And remember, try and lift that bum cheek off the floor on the front leg and roll this hip round towards the heel. Now wriggle your toes further backwards to open that hip. Push up, shoulders down. Try and push that hip into the ground. And then coming to the ground, walk forwards. Push that hip into the floor on that straight leg, and then straighten the arms, lift the chest and pull forward. Push your toes back, lengthening through the back of the whole body. Flex your toes on that bent leg to deepen the stretch in the glute, and then pull yourself forward again. Pull that hip back to lengthen through the back leg. And then make that journey up again. So walk the hands in, push yourself up. Sit onto that bum cheek on the bent leg, so you're rolling over. Turn behind, pick up the heel, bring it towards the bottom. Doesn't matter if it doesn't touch, as far as you can get it. Pin it down the thigh, here in the hip. Pull it nice and close. Pull that elbow back so you're opening across the chest at the same time. And you can stay here for the whole time if you want to. We're going to start to pull that hip round towards the heel, pull that foot in, bring the hand in front of the shin. Keep pushing that hip down towards the floor. Stay at this level. Go down a level or lift up for more. Keep pulling those hips round and pushing down with the hip and lifting the chest. One of my favourite moves, this, the old mermaid. Easier one side than the other, so you never know, you might be able to do it. And release. Bring the leg down. And then just turn. Bring the foot in to the inside of your thigh. Reach the arm down the inside of the ankle. Or just the shin, depending on how far you can reach and your flexibility. Open. Try and reach deeper down the leg. Just lift your bottom and pull that hip back slightly. Now keeping this shoulder back. I don't want it to roll forward. Feel that openness here. And then bring your arm up by your ear. Don't let it roll forward, keep that head up. Inhale, draw the toe towards the shin, and then pull yourself down. Now turn your chest round so it's facing your thigh. And then cross your arms over your shin, just above your knee, and start reaching down towards the foot. Pull that hip back again, eye gaze to toes, and pull forwards. What do you think when you look at your feet? Ugly. I'm thinking I should paint my toenails and cut them probably. If only I had time. Inhale. Exhale. If you have really tight hamstrings, bend that leg slightly. You want to try and get your chest to your thigh. Don't think nose to knee, think nose to toes. So pull the body forwards. And then slowly come up. Put that foot down on the floor. Hands behind you. Now point your toes and lift your hips up. Bring it down. Step the foot a little further away. And then your option for round 2 is to take the arm up over your head if you want to. Lift and open through the hips. And bring it down. Moving to the other side, take the leg out wide. Bring the other leg in. Push the foot into the inside of your thigh. Draw toe to shin, remember? Reach down the inside of the leg. And then reach. Open across the shoulder. Pull the shoulder blades together. Big breath in. Open into that shoulder. Start to bend over. God, I'm stiff at this side. Whew. Inhale. Exhale, draw over. Bring that arm down, turn your chest round towards the thigh. Remember, tight hamstrings, bend at the knee. Bring that body forwards. Pull that hip back. Lengthen through the back. So try and draw the shoulders down. Try not to arch the back too much. And pull forwards, chest to thigh. Deep breath in. Look to your toes, draw them towards you. Push the back of the leg into the floor and squeeze the top of the leg. Bring yourself forward. And again, deep breath in. And pull forward. Pushing that back of leg into floor. And then point the toes, bring the hands back behind you. Plant that foot on the floor. Bring the knee up. Point the toe to the floor. Lift the hips up, eye gaze up. Open across the chest by pulling the shoulder blades together. Press the toes towards the floor. Keep the knee in line with the hip on the bent leg. And then slowly lower. Remember, this is optional, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Bring that foot slightly further forwards, and then we're going to lift the same arm as the leg that's straight, elevate, up, hang on, no, it's the other arm, sorry, tell a lie, opposite, lift. And slowly lower when you're ready. Come down. Take both legs out wide this time and stay with them wide. Now they don't have to be super, super wide. They could be just this wide apart. Again, draw toes to shin. Tight hamstrings. Either bend your knees slightly, or if you elevate your bottom by sitting on a cushion or a yoga block or a book, anything, a weight plate. But if you elevate, it just takes a little bit of intensity out of the hamstrings so you can get your legs straighter. Now think about rolling your thighs inwards and pull yourself forwards. Push into the heels. Straightening through the backs of the legs. Push the backs of the legs, like we said before, into the floor. Squeezing the top of the legs. So when we contract the muscle that's the antagonist, the opposite to the one we're trying to stretch, it helps stretch the hamstring out. Yes, so squeeze the quads on the front of the thigh to stretch more the hamstrings on the back of the leg. Bring the elbows down to the floor maybe, or your hands might just be on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, keep that journey going down. Keep pushing into the heels and drawing those toes to shin. Breathe in. Bring that chest forward again. Pulling out of the hips. Again, breathe in. Lengthen. And walk those fingers forwards. Reach towards the ankles and push your heels away. Turn your head to the right. And then lift your head, turn it to the left. Even if your head isn't on the floor, just turn your head. Keep pushing those heels away, rolling forwards on the hips. And then bring your hands in and push yourself up. Well done. Now bring your feet in. Bring your heels together. Bring your balls of feet together and your toes. Now just walk your bottom towards your heels. Your knees may be up here, which is fine. Just try and push the forearms into the thighs or the calves. Push those knees towards the floor. Lean forwards as far as you can. Lengthen that spine, push the knees further down and pull your body further forwards. One more time, big breath in, pull forwards and down. Keeping your feet in this position. You can turn to the side if you want to. We're going to roll down onto our backs. Now I want you to take your arms over your head and reach. Lift your rib cage up, bringing your back into extension. Now grab opposite elbows and allow your rib cage to soften down. Push your shoulders and your forearms down into the floor. Close your eyes here if you want to. Just try and relax your face. Pull those shoulders down to really open those chest muscles out. And then open your arms out to the side in line with shoulders with your palms up. Feel those muscles relaxing in your neck and shoulders as you allow your shoulders just to drop into the floor. And then I want you to draw your back knee off the floor, bring it over your hip, and then bring your knees together. Try and keep the back shoulder on the floor so your knees may not actually meet together, maybe slightly apart. Bring that knee back to the floor. Allow the knees to drop. Feet back together. And then lift your front knee, bring it over your hip. Keeping the feet together, just drop the knee towards the other knee without the shoulder lifting. The shoulder that's opposite to the way the knees are facing. Just try and squeeze your knees as close together as you can get them without the shoulders lifting. And then bring that knee back to the floor. Back knee comes in again. Bring it over. And this time we're going to lift the shoulder off the floor and bring that arm over. And bring the palms together. Now check that your knees are now coming into a 90 position. 90 angle with the body. Palms together. Just pull that shoulder back underneath your ear. I want you to now draw a semicircle, an arc, a rainbow, whatever you want to call it, with your fingers going over your head. Try and keep your fingers on the floor. They may lift off slightly, especially as you go past this bit, but open it out, open out the chest and pull that shoulder towards the floor. Turn your head to your back hand and try and keep your hips facing forwards. We don't want the hips to roll backwards. They stay facing towards me. Knees together. Now together we draw that arc back over the head. Try and keep the fingers in contact with the floor. Draw it all the way over, turning the head with you. And bring your palms back together. Press your palms together. Try and lift your head away from your shoulders. Feel a nice stretch down the side of your neck. Keep those knees at 90. Just be aware of your body. And then draw that semicircle again. Pulling that arm back slowly. Eye gaze to the ceiling. And then start to look behind. Try and get that arm straight. Hips forward to me, squeeze the knees together, push that shoulder towards the floor, then draw the arm back again, semicircle. And then open the arm back over the chest. Bring the knees to centre. Lift your hips up and then take your knees the other way. Bring that front arm to the back arm now. Bringing your knees to that 90 position in line with the body again. Just move the hips. Pull your head away from your shoulders. Pull that shoulder under, both palms together. Get a stretch down the side of your neck, and then take your top hand and draw that semicircle up and over. Keep the hips facing the back wall this time. Think about pushing that shoulder down, opening across these tight chest muscles. So when we spend a lot of time hunched over our desks, our phones, our tablets, laptops, generally we have that posture where we have rounded shoulders, so we're really trying to open the chest muscles where they're tight, because as we roll the shoulders forwards, it shortens the muscle in the chest, making it tighter. So if we can lengthen it back out again, we can really help to pull the shoulders back. So try and push them towards the floor at the same time, and then taking your time, bring your arm over your head. Pull your head away from your shoulders again. Rest your head down, palms together. And then draw that semicircle, the arc over your head. Try and get these fingers down on the floor. Still quite tight, but not as tight as normal, I'll have to say. Make sure that hip isn't rolling towards me. Keep it pulled up to the ceiling, and then hip bones facing the back wall. Just going to release tension out of the lower back as well. Bring the arm back over the head. And then open those arms out wide across the chest and start to lift the knees up. Okay, that is our stretch done. Time to relax if you want to relax with me. Alright. You can go if you don't want to do the relaxation now, and you've done your stretching part. If you want to stay with me, you might want to put something on, like some socks or a jumper, or get a cushion, blanket, whatever you fancy. And then lie back down on the floor in a position that's the most comfortable that you find for you. Close your eyes. So you might want to lie on your side. You may want to lie on your back. If you have lower back issues, remember taking your feet the width of the mat, feet flat on floor, dropping the knees together. Just adds a bit of support for that lower back as we lay down. Close your eyes. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe in through the nose and also out through the nose while we relax. Make your breaths really deep, nice and long. So now we're passively allowing the muscles to stretch, realign, recenter, and return to their resting length. The breath helps that, so breathe the air in. Send that oxygen to your muscles to allow them to breathe, soften, and relax. Just let the air flow in and out of your body, allowing calmness to go in and stress to come out. Empty your mind of any thoughts. Just focus on the muscles of your body. Try to line your spine so it's nice and straight and centered, and press each vertebrae down gently into the floor, traveling down your spine one vertebrae at a time. Just take this time for you. Allow it to re-energize you. Try and untense the muscles. So often I find I hold tension in my glutes. Just think about the muscles where you often tense up and just let them go. Just let your mind go to a place where you feel warm, feel comfortable, feel peaceful. You can just rest. your eyes closed. You should just become more aware of your surroundings again. And just start to wriggle your toes. Rub your thumbs over your fingers. Breathe out through your mouth now and inhale through your nose. Then reach the arms over your head and point your toes. Take a full body stretch. Bring one knee into your chest and then the other. Hold on to your knees. Just rock gently side to side or draw small circles with your knees. And if you've gone one way, make sure you go the other. Just keep circling or rocking or a mixture of the two. Massage into the back. And then in your own time, there's no rush. Just roll onto your side. And start to make your way up to seated when you're ready. Sit in a position you find most comfortable for you. Put your hands on the floor or just on your knees. Sit tall. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Bring your hands together to your heart now. Take a bow. Oh, take a bow. Sorry about that. And lift your head up. Well done. That woke you up, didn't it? Booming music at the end. Sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Well done, well done. Tick, tick, tick. Stretch done. Relaxing done. Could have gone to sleep then, I reckon. I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're up to, and I shall see you very soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.